I'm Kariba and I play Rikki, and allow us to introduce our newest recruit
and mermaid to the show.
Hi, I'm Indiana and I'll play Bella. Welcome to the set of H2O, filmed on Australia's Gold Coast.
This is your exclusive backstage pass into the world of H2O. So thanks for joining us.
And we hope you enjoy seeing the show through our eyes.
However, if you really want to see the show through our eyes, I think you need to get wet.
I think H2O at the essence is a story about three normal girls who just happen to be mermaids. We had a lot of success with the first two series of H2O, and we wanted to do something really special in the third season. So in season 3, we decided that their greatest ally, the water around them, became their biggest enemy.
That's ridiculous. There is no such thing as magic.
Before we can dive in, we need to create the most famous feature of a mermaid, the tail. The tails themselves are very detailed and beautiful, and they were made by a very, very talented crew, which I kind of have to say because they're behind me right now. Each tail is specially handcrafted. The professional sculptors first make a plaster cast of our legs and feet. The tail is then constructed out of waterproof materials, fit with a fin, painted and then scaled by hand. Each tail has over 5,000 plastic scales on it. Swimming in the tails is pretty incredible, but it's not as easy as it looks. It took a lot of training for us to get to this point. Because the tails weigh about 40 kilos when wet, we had to be very strong swimmers. We trained with a professional stunt trainer to strengthen our arms and legs and even learn breath hold techniques. And before we hopped into our tails, we got to try out this cool monofin to simulate our mermaid fin. Swimming with the tail for the first time for me was really nerve-wracking, but so exciting. The best thing about it was being able to travel so fast underwater. It's amazing. We do heaps of underwater filming, so we're in and out of the tails a lot. A lot.
Ooh, yes, that's nice. We love this.
When we're showing the tail.
For many of our underwater sequences, we film at SeaWorld, Australia.
So here we are at SeaWorld. This is where we do all of our water stuff. So any of the time we're doing kind of underwater stuff in the sea and all that type of stuff, we actually shoot it here. Today, I actually get to swim with dolphins all day, so it's a pretty rough day for me. I'm here with Cohen the dolphin. He's been keeping a ball off me and I've been trying to get it off him, so he's being a little bit cheeky. I'm having lots of fun. He's being really good to work with and I get to do photos, I get to pat him and I get to feed him, so I'm very excited.
Hi there, I'm Jeffrey Walker. I'm the director of H2O. One of the great things about filming H2O is all the underwater photography. Now, how do we do it? We take a big team, about 30 people. Lots of them are scuba divers. They're underwater with cameras in big housings. There's photographers underwater. There's safety people, stunt people, and our beautiful girls, of course, in mermaid tails.
The underwater filming can get cold, but it's so much fun. Colin Budds, another one of our directors, gives us instructions through an underwater loudspeaker, while we concentrate on swimming, acting, and holding our breath at the same time.
And just find the light. Beautiful, that's it.
Working on H2O is just the most amazing fun, but one of my personal favourite parts about working on H2O is the coolest people that I get to work beside every day. So I'm going to introduce you to a few of my classmates, including my on-screen boyfriend, Lewis. And this is Angus McLaren, who plays Cleo's boyfriend on the show, Lewis. Can you tell us some secrets or some storylines that are coming up for Lewis in Series 3?
Yeah, ooh, there's a big one, but I don't know if I can drop that.
You can't drop the really big one.
Also,
but you can drop
there's a
some.
bit of change coming to Lewis's life.
You have to go. Fulfill your potential, and I've got to let you. This isn't the end, okay? And a bit of real life is mixing with your on-screen life, because Angus is a really amazing drummer. He's a really good musician, and you are. Lewis is playing in a band this year.
I am. I play in a band with Bella, who's a new character, and Nate.
At the Juice Net.
At the Juice Net, which isn't the Juice Net. It's now Rikki's Cafe.
The Juice Net is now Rikki's Cafe.
Now, I'm supposed to introduce you to my on-screen boyfriend, which is Burgess, who plays Zane, but I actually can't find him. However, I think I know where he might be.
Hello, my name is Burgess Hapanethi and I play Zane on H2O. Most of you at home probably think Zane is a bit of a dark-sided character, a bit of a meanie.
Well, I'm making it my business.
Fuck off, both of you!
What are you on about? You and Rikki.
I actually, I think he's different. He softens with love. He does very nice things for Rikki. Rikki and Zane, this series, it's a bit like this. We start off on a high. I have the cafe, I give it to her, I'm showing her around, you know, look at this is great, we're gonna run this thing together. And then my head gets a little bit too big for me. And I blow lots of money everywhere and friction.
Ready? Okay, my job is to introduce you to a new character that we have in the 3rd series, and Bella has a special relationship with him on screen. So this is Luke Mitchell, and he plays Will.
Hi.
Now, playing Will is actually so much fun because I get to do a lot of outdoorsy type stuff that I love to do but wouldn't ordinarily get to do, I guess. Like swimming with dolphins, diving, swimming, all that sort of stuff. And it just goes to show that you don't have to be a mermaid to swim like a fish. The full moon turns our place into something weird.
You really have to give this up.
Not now. I'm not crazy. Something weird's happening at Mako, and I'm not going to give up until I find out why.
Hey, I'm Taryn, and I play Sophie. She's a new character in Series 3. She's the older sister of Will, and she's a little bit bad. She likes to manipulate and control Will. Up now, power shake for breakfast, light run, then, what was that other thing? Oh yes, the Gold Coast freediving title.
It's not for hours.
So you've got hours to prepare. But don't worry, because I'm really a good girl.
Well, actually, Taryn, I don't really, I'm not quite sure about that, sorry to interrupt, but there was that day that you kind of snuck off without permission and you're kind of like walking around the whole studios.
Don't tell them, I'm not allowed to do that.
Well, you were just saying that you're a good girl. And
I didn't
obviously,
do
sorry.
I am good. The best.
Hi, I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the moon pool. Now, this is a pretty special place for us mermaids, especially when it's a full moon. Now, I know the moon pool looks great with the bubbles and the moonlight, and a new Series 3 element, a mysterious waterfall. But it actually takes a lot of hard work to make the moon pool look this magical. Torpedoing into the moon pool through an underwater cave is normal to us mermaids in the show, but in real life, it's a bit different. It's quite hard to move when you're stuck in layers of scales and silicone, so we have some help launching into the water. See? It's not all high-tech. To create the world of H2O, the show was filmed at locations which are hand-picked from all over the Gold Coast, from the waterways and beaches to the rainforests which make up Mako Island.
Now on H2O, we're lucky enough to shoot at heaps of amazing locations. However, these locations do come with some dangers. As you might see over here, we have a generator truck which has fallen off a crossing and is now in the stream. We've got trucks stuck on the other side, and I think they're bringing in a crane to get this out.
We don't magically find locations with our sets already on them. We build them from scratch. Okay, so here we are on location at Will's boat shed. Oh, really, it's my boat shed. But anyway, I know it looks like a very real and very cool boat shed. Sometimes looks can be deceiving. Come with me, I'll show you what I mean. Come on. Okay, so I think you can probably see for yourself what I mean. That's because all this is just a facade. It's a set, specifically designed and built just for the show. It's pretty cool, huh? Will's boat shed before and after. It looks pretty convincing from the outside, doesn't it? Well, the interiors of our sets are also not as they seem. Okay, so here we are on the inside of my boat shed. Now you're probably thinking, where are we? I mean, what's really out there? Well, come with me, I'll show you. We're in a really big soundstage, a studio, surrounded by some really big lights that actually simulate the sun. Now that's big. This special soundproof studio is where we build all of our sets, like Rikki's cafe, Cleo's bedroom and house, and of course, my boat shed. And when you start to put the inside sets and the outside locations together, the whole sequence looks pretty convincing.
Trusted you.
It takes 7 months to film each series of H2O, and while we're filming, we live away from home on location at the Gold Coast. We have to work some pretty long hours to get the job done. Hi, I'm just on the way to work right now. We start work pretty early, sometimes as early as like 5 o'clock in the morning, so we have to get ourselves up at like 4:15. And as soon as we get to work, we go straight into wardrobe. We get changed to our character costumes, and then we have our makeup done, and then we go and have breakfast, and then we go on a set. And that's the morning. We think our costume designer has the best job because she gets to pick out all of the clothes we wear on the show. Of course, it's not as easy as going on a shopping spree. Rikki's, Bella's and Cleo's wardrobe are all designed to suit each character's unique personality. In the series, Cleo also gets to wear a cool pirate costume for her dolphin show. The costume designer sketches and creates it by hand and fits it on me before it's ready to be used on screen.
Hello, welcome to the makeup bus. Our makeup team works on everyone's hair and makeup up to 5 times a day. Yes, even the boys need makeup.
So this is my makeup, what I get on every morning, so there's quite a lot there. We do need some help. When we're mermaids, however, it's very different. We have different lips and different skin and all that type of stuff, and lots of sunscreen.
Our mermaid makeup has to be waterproof for all of our swimming action. We even have special waterproof body glitter that gives us the magical glow.
So this is makeup checks right now. We do that before we shoot every time. So basically the makeup girls have to keep their eye on us all day just to make sure that we look good.
Makeup for the camera is different to the makeup we would wear every day. It has to stay on for 10 hours at a time, so it's professionally applied to look fresh no matter what the location or weather. but there are some characters in H2O Series 3 that don't need makeup. So today I'm doing a scene with the water tentacle. I'm facing off with it. It's a big scene with heaps of visual effects, so let's go on set and see how it all works. Acting for visual effects that are created in a computer requires a lot of imagination. No! Leave him alone! We'll save him. What do you want from us?
With all the visual effects in the series, they all start with meetings, a lot of talking. Everybody sits around talking and we have a look at, we do some sketches, things called storyboards, which are, look like a comic book. And they just show us basic still images of how we're going to realise this great visual effect. It helps the actors because they know sort of what they're going to be looking at as well. It takes a lot of people. We've got a visual effects person who's there on set. The director of photography needs to be involved. It's the producers. Everybody gets a say on it so that when we go and film it, we know exactly what we're going to do because we have to be incredibly precise with visual effects to make sure that A, they look real, and B, that we don't get them wrong because once we put them in, they're very expensive and they look fantastic, but we want to make sure they're absolutely perfect.
And action.
Okay, so that's a look at visual effects and editing. Let's go have a look at another interesting area, which is stunts. Diving into water, houseboats blowing up, motocross, bike jumping, H2O Series 3 is packed with action.
Hey guys, so they got me attached to this jerk harness. I'm doing my own stunt. This is where I get attacked by the water tentacle. Don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully it's all good.
For every single stunt, we have a professional stunt team around us to make sure that we're safe. And when we dive into canals or into open water, we even have divers with special devices to shield us from sharks.
The thing I love most about working on H2O is I get to do all my own stunts. We're out here today on the motocross track and we're doing lots of stuff on bikes, me and Jamie here, and we're going around corners, we're doing really
We're not actually on the bikes, we're not doing the stunts ourselves. We've got doubles doing that.
Yeah, but we're on the back of a motocross sort of Jeep thing. And
yeah, but you were saying that you're doing your own stunts, you're not doing
simulated travel. It's sort of doing your own stunts.
I don't think you've ever done a stunt.
You've never done your own stunts.
I've done heaps of stunts,
like
mate.
What?
Series 2, plenty of stunts. Jet
Well,
ski.
I did one in Series 1, I was sunk in a boat.
Well, you got to ask yourself, like...
Sinking in a boat.
Okay, so we've both done stunts.
We've both done
So
stunts.
that's how it goes, yeah.
There you go. Losers.
The music process for me started when I received the songs and I had to listen to them and I learnt the lyrics. And then I went to Melbourne to record them. I had no idea how the recording process actually worked, but we went in there and we sort of had a couple of listens to the songs and I sung them back for them, and then I go into a separate little room with headphones and I can hear the music but no one else around me can, and that's a bit sort of weird, but you get used to it.
Don't go looking for another kind of honey. Don't go looking, now you're here with me. If you're looking for an extra kind of reason, don't you know you found it here with me? Every time you look, you know I feel so special. Every time you look, every time you look, every time you look, you
had the band rehearsal, we had Pete, who does all our music for us, come and sort of try to teach me how to sing in a band, because I didn't know how to do it at all. And he tried to teach me how to perform and some little things to do and stuff, and I was so nervous at first, but then it ended up actually being quite fun.
Of course, despite all of our preparations on H2O, not everything goes according to plan.
What about you, engine?
You can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't do that.
Oh, if I call her Miss Looks once again, I'll punch myself in the mouth.
Forgot the line.